That shit was exhausting. Oh my God.
What an award show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was exhausting.
Now we're back on track with our normal scheduled programming. What a jam-packed episode. Yo, whoever's downloading this shit is getting a jumbo amount of fucking content.
Yeah, you're getting everything this time. Is your mic a little bit?
Yo, am I better?
Yeah. That I say is a full palette of fucking of Turnbuckle Tabloid, bro. That shit was crazy.
Bananas.
Right now we're airing on YouTube, giving you guys wrestling rundown
For the one time only.
for this segment. The rest of the time you better go get that shit.
But before we do wrestling rundown, we here at Turnbuckle Tabloid have an announcement to make that it's a minor change to the format of the show.
Shock the world.
Ultimate Warrior's back?
No.
Oh, okay. We didn't pay him?
Thank God.
We didn't pay him? All right, cool. So, as you know, we usually do wrestling rundown, and then for the finale, we usually have wrestling Raw and SmackDown review. But after me and Red had a nice little discussion,
Red and I
Red and I had a nice discussion
Grammar police.
after watching The Masked Singer, which Peacock is David Copperfield, and who's the monster, Red?
T-Pain. I say to this day, that's T-Pain. I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me.
It's T-Pain, right?
That's T-Pain.
Are you gonna mark out when it's T-Pain?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Right. So after we watched The Masked Singer, we had a conversation about the format of the show, and it came to my attention that after listening to last week's episode that we have no enthusiasm on Raw and SmackDown review, and it's basically shit.
It's not that it's shit. It's that we're so worn down from a full episode.
Yeah, it's a full episode. We're worn down.
And we get so excited
for Wrestling Rundown.
Yeah.
We get so excited for Wrestling Rundown that by the time Raw and SmackDown comes, it's like all our energy is exuded out of us because of Wrestling Rundown is so fun to do. So we decided that from today going forward that we will be changing the format of the show. So now we're gonna have a week in review, the new segment before Wrestling Rundown that's going to include Raw and SmackDown review as well as any review of a pay-per-view or anything including what happened in the week of wrestling, not news but show-wise.
Right.
And then we will have the finale, which is Wrestling Rundown, which I think it deserves to be in the main event slot. Just how I think the Royal Rumble winner should be in the final main event slot, but I guess that changed. Someone said that changed, but anyway. So from now on, we are going to have those two switched, and Raw and SmackDown review will no longer be called Raw and SmackDown review because we are more than just a WWE podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to call it a week in review.
Yes, that's exactly the way it should be.
And are you happy with the change, Red?
Yeah, because like you made a mention, it's like by the time we get to
we're exhausted.
We're donezo.
And it's a bad week to start off because we're exhausted from the fucking awards, especially you.
I'm all right. We can make it. We'll make it happen.
But you know what? I'm the jib for jab on the Wrestling Rundown show. I'm usually the fucking Robin Quivers. So
yeah, the Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Fuck Howard Stern. But anyway,
no, but I'm happy that you came up with this. This is actually a good change.
I think it's a good change, right?
So too. I think it's one of the fuck. What is that?
Who the fuck's calling, bro? Oh, we have a caller. We didn't put the number out, so.
The fuck is this?
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Hold on, let me check this out.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, welcome to Turnbuckle Tabloid. Welcome to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
It's an honor to grace you guys with my presence.
All right.
You see what I did there? Seeing as though that you guys are really jerk-offs who really shouldn't have a podcast.
What?
Really, guy? Who the fuck is this?
A guy like me needs to have a podcast.
Who the fuck is this? Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Excuse me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Gregory, but you can call me Gregory the Wrestling Geek, because that's the name I go by. on social media at Greg Wrestling Geek.
How'd you get our number, Brand?
But my real close friends and my mother called me Gregory.
I don't really care, man. How'd you find our number? What's going on?
Yeah, where'd you come from, bro?
I thought you guys needed a little heads up on your show. I've been listening to your show for a while now.
Thanks for the love, man.
Not.
Oh.
What an asshole.
Dickhead. Yo, you're a dick, man.
Your chain. I just came across your stupid little podcast on Facebook Live. And I figured as though you guys need some help because apparently you don't seem to be highly intelligent in the field of wrestling as I am.
What makes you think that?
Hello.
How do you figure that?
Well, I meant to call earlier, but it seems as though that while you had your, I guess, Skype moment, I was in the bathtub washing all my phones. You see,
that's disgusting.
I'm a bit of a, I would say, rotund kind of individual.
Oh, okay.
The ladies still like old Grego.
That's interesting to say the least.
Oh, sex symbol. Okay.
Why are you calling, man? What's going on? Can you just cut to the chase here?
Well, you see, this is what I wanted to let you guys know. Since I've listened to some of the stuff that you said in a previous episode, it seems that some of you guys, excuse me.
You okay?
You good, man?
Hot pocket went down the wrong way.
Oh, shit.
That happened.
Yikes.
In any case, seems you guys
it's a
have
fucking joke.
Inadequacies when you're talking about your history and your knowledge of all things wrestling. So I figure a man of my expertise could help you out, if you know what I mean.
All right, Gregory, what can you participate with? What you got?
Well, for instance, Matthew, he doesn't seem too keen on anything that predates, I guess, the John Cena era.
Really?
Or anything that happened after Boy Meets World. There,
he kind of nailed you.
So many.
You know what? Fuck you. Whatever your name is. Nah, that's too much, bro. Get off my show.
Even know what Boy Meets World is.
Get off my show, man.
You really don't know what Boy Meets World is.
He ain't lying, but get the fuck out of here.
And James.
Yeah, James.
I do apply by calling you James.
What's this proper name shit?
He's calling you government.
James seems to have some things somewhat adequate when it comes to his wrestling lore.
Well, thank you, sir.
Since he's always so, let's say, intoxicated.
Oh,
never
shit.
Though he could actually pull out a full sentence without smacking his lips.
Oh,
and getting lost and mixing up names like Mojo Rawlings and other wrestlers.
That's an easy mistake to make.
Mojo Rawlings.
Yo, he's opening some wounds right now, man.
I like a buffoon.
Oh, come on. Really? It's not that serious.
He's opening wounds right now, bro.
Come on.
What's good with him, man?
Come on, Gregory. Really?
Well, Matthew, I figured I would do something more that's up my lane of expertise when it comes to wrestling, since I am a young man who has been very well versed in the history. So I thought I would help you chop out with something we can call Gregory's Week in Wrestling History.
He just entered himself in the show?
It sounds
like we can work on the name because I was actually thinking about using the great Gregory.
He sounds winded.
How does he
work on it?
How did you implement yourself on the show?
With you gentlemen.
You are not on the show, bro. What are you doing? I don't know what's going on here, Red.
Now, no need to be nasty. Let's just say I could help you out with some gems. For instance, this week, of January 13th. This was the 18th year anniversary in which that Neanderthal, Sid Vicious, broke his leg during a match with Scott Steiner. Seems as though that someone in the back told him to do a flying leg, and he landed, let's just say, painfully.
Only Mark would know that.
And it sounded like he got joy in
I dragged myself up.
Hey, you sound like you had joy in knowing that shit.
Yeah, only a Mark would know that shit, bro.
I know James remembers that. Seeing as though he was probably 50 at the time.
Oh.
What? I'm not that old, bitch. I'm not that old.
Yo, he called you 50 in the 90s, bro.
Are you getting your AARP letters yet?
I'm not that old.
You gotta go, man. You don't make fun of people like that.
My mother thinks I'm fun. Well,
thanks, Ray.
The hang-up button is really looking nice right now.
Mae Young and Jimmy Snuka also passed away this time in history this week.
R.I.P. Thanks for that, Gregory. Anything else?
Matthew,
yes.
I hear you and I are in the same boat.
For what?
We have yet to feel the touch of a lady.
Really, man?
Don't worry.
That's not true.
I'm soon on my way.
Ooh.
I've ordered mine straight out of this Russian catalog.
No, wow. You're really desperate, my dude.
$1,500 that I keep sending her every month. She'll soon be my bride.
In your dreams, bro. Not happening.
I can hook you up if you want to.
I think you might want to take that number, son.
Should I?
Well,
I think you should.
I don't know.
And other
it's getting there.
History news. This is the week in which the 1989 Royal Rumble presented its first champion of the Royal Rumble.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was their first inaugural Royal Rumble match.
I remember that.
And your winner was Hackselton Duggan. I know because at the time, while I was watching it, I had this big boil that was underneath my right breast.
Oh.
It almost looked like a third nipple.
All right, you gotta go, man.
And my mother popped it with a hot needle.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I just yelled, "Oh!"
That's pretty funny, dude.
I was in pain.
That's fucking gross.
I have a little mark there, but it looks nothing more, just a blemish.
You're disgusting.
It almost looks like I had a sticky cherry on that spot.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
This is the same time of the week in which Ric Flair won his Royal Rumble and became the champion. Wow.
Yeah, I'm scared right now.
What else you got?
I've always wanted to say that while having sex.
Not gonna happen, brother.
Nobody wanted to hear that.
Also, in wrestling history, Matthew, don't laugh. I hear you laughing.
This is not funny. I'm actually pretty disgusted right now.
This is also the anniversary, the 9th anniversary, in fact. Yeah. I was thinking about how many toes I have left. One got chopped off recently.
Oh, okay.
The 9th anniversary.
Yeah, diabetes is a killer, man.
Evolve, one of the premier independent wrestling promotions. You see, it's also the stomping grounds of such great champions as Shane Strickland, Walter, Keith Lee, and soon to be Gregory, the wrestling geek.
Oh, he's a wrestler now?
I aspire to be a wrestler.
Mark alert.
I haven't gone to wrestling school yet, but I practice with my little cousin Jeremy. He seems to be a bit of a rambunctious fellow. He's a bus driver in his 40s, but oh man, can he put you in a grapple?
I'm concerned for Jeremy.
Oh, and before I let you guys go, because I know you have such other busy things to do as in finishing this spectacular podcast.
I like him. I like him, though.
You like him?
Let's wish a big happy birthday to the man himself, Shane McMahon.
That's a good
Shane
birthday.
O'Mac,
Happy birthday, man.
Oh, he's one of my idols.
Why?
Why is he one of your idols?
Hello.
All right, clowns. Gotta let you go. It seems as though that mom is cooking a big chocolate cake. And I told her, right, happy Shane O'Mac birthday. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to take a picture of it and send it to him on Twitter. I wanted my mother to make the cake look like a big Jordan, but I'm not really into that. I love chocolate cake. You dorks later. I'll call you guys again soon.
Please.
All right, Mother, tell me. Put the other layer on the chocolate cake. Later, dweebs.
Hello? You still there?
No, he hung up.
Oh, he's gone? I can affront, though. Chocolate cake sounds pretty good right now.
What an ass.
I want to punch him in the face. What
an ass.
I don't want to hear from him again. But I have a really strange feeling we might.
No, but the good thing about it is that he
has good facts.
He has good facts, though.
But he's a complete and utter dick.
What an ass! By the way,
he called you 50 in the 90s,
and he said that you should take the Russian phone number.
Hit me up, yo.
Man, I am kind of old.
Wow, is he like the truth teller, or what's going on here?
Fucking prick. Any case,
he's a dickhead. Thanks for ruining our show, asshole.
Yeah, we just had a good run going on right now. But any case,
is there a Turnbuckle tab you for biggest dickhead award?
That was what he called himself?
Gregory the Wrestling Geek.
I don't even know if I would want him back on this.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for him. He called out all my flaws too.
Yeah, me too. He just didn't bring my weight, which is cool people's.
I got his number on the Skype number. So make sure you guys, when we put up the Skype number, you guys can call in as well as just as Gregory did. And you guys can call in.
Hopefully you're nicer and have actually questions for the show.
Hey, we will be part of the conversation. This fucking kid was a douche.
I hope he's choking on chocolate cake right now and croaking. Like,
all right. So Oski, what we got? So this week, what did we watch?
So in a weekend review, we have Raw, SmackDown. We have a review of Homecoming. And we have a review of NXT UK Blackpool.
Okay, so what's the first thing we touch on?
First thing we're going to touch upon is NXT UK Blackpool, which you watched it, right?
Yes, I did.
Let's be real here. Those tag team belts look sexy as fuck.
I love them shits, yo.
I have no words to describe. I want those for us. You might play, bro. I might buy those.
No. Those are them shits got to be like $800 a piece.
You think so?
It has to be.
Are you sure?
Because like those the UK championship belt is like $600.
Well, look at it. It's on your jacket.
No, but that's just a blah blah.
That pin's worth $500.
It should be.
It really should. But we had an amazing show for the first NXT Takeover UK. They brought the big guns. It was a good show. It was good for what it was for the first ever Takeover. We had James Drake and Zach Gibson versus Mustache Mountain for the first ever UK tag team champions.
I love it because you saw what Mustache Mountain was wearing for their attire.
Yep, they were British Bulldogs.
Yeah, the British Bulldog. That shit was so dope.
Yeah, that was dope. That was love right there. And the match itself got really high hopes, really high praise. Mm-hmm. It was a good back and forth. For me personally, Mustache Mountain is Triple H knows that's dollar bills right there, like their money.
But the shit is that it's not gonna work anywhere else but where they're at.
Yeah, they can't work on SmackDown or Raw or something. They have to be in UK. That's a UK brand. Brand. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's a UK brand.
So the match was like 30 minutes. And the winners were James Drake and Zach Gibson. Phenomenal match.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they won. I'm shocked they didn't give Mustache Mountain the belts.
No, I'm not, because that is like one of those things is like
they need another tag team to get better.
And they make them chase them, so it's good.
Good. I'm a fan of that. Next up on the show, we had Jordan Devlin. He was supposed to face Travis Banks, but
he beat his ass.
Devlin beat his ass in the hotel early in the day.
And then he beat his ass when he was coming to the ring.
Yep. And they found a replacement, and the replacement was none other than Finn Balor. That was probably one of the biggest pops.
It was one of those pops that was like, we didn't know what was going to happen because
right.
Devlin always was talking shit about being the best Irish wrestler.
Well, Finn Balor was Jordan Devlin's teacher.
Yeah.
So,
but he was always popping shit like he's the best Irish wrestler. He's been saying it for the longest.
Yep.
And this was the biggest. And you know what? It helps Balor with his push.
It does. it makes him show that he's above. He's next step. Like he's next level than, let's just say.
But it's also
him,
and in which I want to talk about when we get to Wrestling Rundown, with a lot of the talks about a lot of wrestlers movements.
Yeah.
With the new upcoming promotions and everything, it's like it's not what you always think what it seems. So I'll talk about that later on.
Next week, I want, because we don't have cutting a promo this week.
Well, cutting a promo was
the rewards.
Yeah.
So cutting a promo next week, I want it to be the whole talk with the people jumping ship.
But I thought it'd be a Wrestling Rundown.
No.
Oh, you're talking about the list that we have.
The list we have is next week.
Oh, okay, yeah, we could do that next week.
Specifically, the revival and stuff like that is going to be discussed today.
We'll do that.
So, Finn Balor beat Jordan Devlin. It was a good match. Devlin could have showed a little bit more for me.
Was a big fucking
moment for Devlin, I feel.
No, he was also a person to watch in the UK tournament like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
So
he was the besides Pete Dunne was the best.
And plus he's been in part of World Culture Wrestling and Defiant Wrestling. He's been around for a minute. So
yeah, so
he's a guy that he's not like somebody who's under the radar. He's under the radar.
He's been known.
They know who he is.
They know who he is, and I wouldn't be shocked if he becomes UK champ one day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Also, we had Dave Mastiff or Mastiff. I don't know how to say it.
Mastiff.
Sorry guys. Whoops. Dave, kill me in the comments. Dave Mastiff versus Eddie Dennis. No disqualification match.
It was all right. Although the crowd was popping for it, but it was an all right match. It
wasn't the best. It was more of a spot thing than anything.
It was okay.
Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm for the UK Women's Championship.
Fucking
amazing storytelling match.
Fucking match.
And you know what? I'm just gonna say it right now. Toni Storm did win, and everyone online saying, "Oh, it's because her nudes were leaked." Fuck you! Fuck out of here, son. Toni Storm is one of the best in-ring talents in the female division.
But it wasn't because her nudes were leaked.
People said, "Oh, because her nudes were leaked, they feel bad for her. They want to give her the belt."
But she's the Pete Dunne now. Of what the promotion is.
She's awesome, man.
And Rhea
Ripley takes nothing away from Rhea Ripley.
It doesn't take anything away from her.
They're both are going to be the main two chicks.
Yeah.
Or for a long time.
For a
long time in that.
It's like Charlotte fucking
Charlotte. It's gonna be their Charlotte and Becky.
Yeah, that's cool. It's fine.
Great storytelling match. The moves were phenomenal. Oh, I mean, Rhea Ripley does show some need some work though. There were a few moments where I saw it and I was like, she might need to rustle the
tighten up a
little bit. Yeah,
I think when it comes
to Tony's more advanced.
I think when it comes to the big lights, because Ripley's not used to the big lights of
like Tony is. Tony's used to the big lights
because she was in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, Tony's already
so she knows what the big lights is.
They gave Ray the belt and
which was cool.
Cool.
She's like the Pete. She looked like Pete Dunne.
That's her homeboy right there.
The man's in him.
But what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, I shouldn't have this around because it's fucking catching an echo.
What?
I was speaking and like I hear that. No, not here. The mic.
Oh, okay.
Because the bottom here connects to like the echo. You guys wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Great match. I'm happy Toni Storm's the new UK Women's Champion. She's my boo.
And even if it was because of her leaks, it's like
she's great. So who gives a fuck?
She's a great wrestler.
Yep.
It's not gonna give it to a fucking
like
crap wrestler.
Yeah, right. That's exactly. Finally, the main event was Pete Dunne versus Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey.
And who took it?
Pete Dunne, right.
Oh.
But Joe Coffey showed off, bro. He was the man.
Of course, no, he was a great match.
I fucks with that stable he's in.
Yeah,
with Wolfgang and my other son and the other Coffey.
But let me tell you, what came out after
was phenomenal.
My man Walter.
Well, Walter, after Pete Dunne beat Joe Coffey.
No, it's Walter.
Walter came out.
You have to pronounce it Walter.
And then they actually had UK tapings for the episodes ahead. And people were like, "Oh, Walter can't chop people like he does in the indies." Yeah, you wrong. You saw that video?
No,
he smacked the shit out of that.
No.
Yo, there's no holdback.
No.
Walter slapped the shit out of him.
Walter. And let me tell you something.
That was a markout moment for me. When I saw Walter stand with Pete Dunne.
My big little brother D hit me up and he's a Walter fan now. And he's wow, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. And I'm sitting there like, boy,
he's in that belt real quick.
I've seen him tear down.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting because I'm gonna guess at the next NXT, which is probably gonna be either before WrestleMania or during WrestleMania, the title's gonna change hands.
And Walter's gonna win.
Walter would win, and Dunn is gonna get the call up.
Yeah.
And they fucking this.
They're gonna fuck him up, man.
I don't want it. I don't want it to be that way.
Where do you think he's gonna go?
He's so fucking awesome.
Where do you think he's headed?
Do you understand my love for Dunn?
Bro, I bought you a shirt for Christmas.
But do you understand my love for Dunn?
That's your new CM Punk.
No, but do you get it?
You want to fuck him?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, do you get why I think he's so good?
Yes.
Right?
I think you should. If you're a wrestling fan, you should get it. Look at him. He's a young buck. He's a young kid. He has the look. He has the attitude. He has everything.
He's what, 23, 24 years old?
He has everything.
He's good looking. Not many people say he's good looking. He got pots in his face, but he has a look to him.
He looks like a fucking teenager with that shit.
All right. So, what was your thoughts for Blackpool?
Blackpool was fine
for their first run up.
It was good for their first run up. It was fine. It wasn't. Listen, you're seeing a lot of new faces, man. It's not something where we're seeing Ricochet versus Adam Cole. We're seeing these nice guys. We're seeing Joe Coffey be in the main event. We're seeing people that.
And you're a Coffey guy.
I love Coffey, man. Yeah. I'm into him. So gay. Nah, but like for real, seeing all these new faces come out and show off to the UK, which I wish the UK crowd was us every fucking Raw and SmackDown, because then it'll be a good show. The crowd.
These guys were taking their shoes off to show respect to a certain. That shit. Our crowd knows nothing about that.
They don't, and they do the chants. The chants they do, like in the soccer games. Like, dude, they stay there. Money.
Do you have Homecoming there?
I do. I have Homecoming.
What's the run-up for Homecoming?
Homecoming. We had the first match was the X Division Championship match, which was the Ultimate X match. Which
I thought it was dope. I love it.
I don't care who won. I'm giving shout to my son Ethan Page for keeping it with the fly and young.
OVE was fucking amazing in the match as well.
What do you expect from Ultimate X match? If an Ultimate X match is whack, you need to close up shop.
Well, no, as always, Impact knows that to have a curtain jerker is to have the
Ultimate X match. Of course.
The finish was tight. I loved it.
It was good. Rich Swann beat
Swann, and I told you that Rich Swann's gonna win that shit.
Rich Swann did.
He pulled out the W.
Rich Swann is your new X Division champion, which I'm happy for. He needs to take a bath though. He smells. But besides that, it's okay. I'm happy for him.
I think he just smells like a lot of wrestling and a lot of
that referee's coat. The referee.
A lot of what is it? Greenery. Let's just.
Your guy from OVE did a tombstone pile driver on the floor.
Yeah. Like, and that was a big spot.
Let's be real. That was a big spot, man. He has a Nightmare for a Christmas sleeve.
You like that?
I do. I'm a big fan of it. Also, sorry everyone. The second match was Su Yung and Ali D versus Jordan Grace and Kiera Hogan.
Next.
Oh
next.
No,
yeah.
No? You weren't a fan of it?
No, next.
All right.
After I did.
You have to.
Like was that Rosemary?
Rosemary's back.
Yeah, but other than that, next.
Eddie Edwards versus Moose in a Falls Count Anywhere match, which went all around.
Wasn't a bad match, but
it had its good spots.
It had its spots.
It was spotty,
and it was just like you didn't really have to do a lot of stuff, like to bring them back in the ring. And if it was Falls Counts Anywhere, it's like
that's whack. I want to see him get pinned on a hot dog cart.
Yeah, exactly. And especially what they had there. Yeah, you could have been in the popcorn fucking popper.
Yeah,
you could have fucking
pinned the popcorn popper.
Exactly.
I know that women's tag team match, but I have to give a shout out to Jordan Grace for her first pay-per-view on Impact. You know, come on, bro, that's your boot thing. If you don't neglect, if you don't show respect to that, then you bugging.
You ripping me right now? You fucking kidding me? That shit was bad, son. That's just horrible.
I know it was bad.
This is horrible.
Up next, we had Eddie Edwards won after nailing Moose with a kendo stick to the head. Which was cool.
And which his wife came out and assisted as well.
Yeah, I hate Eddie Edwards though. Like his character is just like so basic to me.
No, I get it.
Moose is at least trying with some creativity.
No, I get what you're saying when it comes to that. But the assist with the wife helped.
My match,
and it was like the curtain call for that angle.
My match of the night was Sami Callihan versus Willie Mack. That shit was fire.
You like that match?
What? Yeah.
That just sucked to me.
You're bugging, bro.
I'm serious. That just sucked to me.
Death Valley Driver off the top.
That was the only spot that worked.
That spot alone was cool for me.
No, everything else sucked. That shit was bad.
But you know what sucked even more? Abyss versus Eli Drake in the Monsters Bowl. After that botch was terrible.
I'll take the Woody Mack, Sammy Callahan before that, but
yeah,
it's
close score. Right?
Yeah.
Eli Drake deserves better than this, man. Go to NXT, dog, or go to AEW, bro.
This is done for.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Finished.
I know. They really butchered.
It's finished.
You know, he's the who's the character in WWE that they always relied on, even though he was old as fuck and like couldn't work. He's the Gold Dust of fucking Impact.
Like that, yeah, like he's become that, yeah.
He's the Impact of Impact. He's not even scary no more. Back then,
basically that's what it is. This is the put over match.
Yeah. A staple to the chest was given, and Jesus Christ,
you can't do anything at
Eli Drake won though, so I'll be happy with that.
You know what? Has anybody stapled a fucking anything to a penis?
I don't want to see that though. I kind of don't want to see that. Though.
Watch me.
I don't want to see a penis on live television. They can't even do that.
Watch me foretell it, and it's gonna happen.
You're telling me that someone's dick's gonna be whipped out, and they're gonna staple.
Somebody's gonna get fucking staple to the dick.
That is not gonna happen unless they have a sensor on it, a sensor bar on it.
It's going to happen.
That is not okay. You're crazy, Red. Eli Drake did win. Whatever. Next, Impact Tag Team Championship. We got LAX versus the Lucha Bros. Which,
great fucking match, yo.
No, you didn't say it loud enough. Great fucking match.
Great fucking match, yo. Great, yo. Dick in the air, balls out,
what?
Asshole open.
Joey Ryan would fuck me.
Take me.
What?
That match was fucking great, yo.
What did I just say? I'm sorry. I gotta take that back.
Any other promotion right now wishes they could fucking had a match like that. And you know what? And I heard in the following match in Mexico, they pulled it out again and they did the same shit.
LAX can handle with the big one.
Yo, I wanted to win. I wanted them to win tag team of the year for
the votes on Facebook were different.
But I'm saying next year, LAX, you guys are gonna
we'll see him in NXT next year.
We gotta see him in NXT. NXT,
WWE.
Fuck that, they're gonna be in the E, boy.
Listen, bro. Yeah.
From what I know, it can happen.
Yeah.
That easy. Yeah.
You know the realm of it.
I got a little son.
Okay, Mook boy.
Got some insight.
Yeah, you don't tell me. Get the fuck out of here.
Got some insight.
You lame ass. You don't tell me.
Next up.
Nah, you were lame for that. Valkyrie versus Tessa Blanchard, which I don't know.
That match
sucked dick and Valkyrie won. Next, I'm not talking about that.
That just sucked.
Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage, which was
decent.
It was okay.
It was a decent match. The finish was
Impact. You guys have the right roster. Step your game up, son.
It wasn't Homecoming. It wasn't a bad event.
Yeah, it kind of was, bro. Overall,
it wasn't bad. I would have thought that. My whole thing was
the fact that we have Impact and fucking Valkyrie with the titles at the same time because they're fucking a couple. Fuck out of here.
Nah, but you got to do it one way or another. You have to figure it out that way.
Valkyrie should be giving head while he's fucking winning the belt.
Nah, I'd have put her ass through a fucking table. Fuck the crowd. I'd have banged her ass. But if you would have watched the previous episodes of Impact, in which Killer Cross and fucking Moose is tearing it up.
I love Killer Cross. That's the shit. That's fire.
That's what's making it better.
Yeah, Impact's getting better slowly but surely. The whole Twitch thing. We're doing the Twitch challenge one day.
We're gonna do it
one day. We have to because you're bugging, bro.
We gotta figure a way how we do it.
Yeah, we got that. We can make it work. All right, so that was the pay-per-view section. Now we're on to Raw, SmackDown, and the whole 9-yard review. Ready?
Yeah, sir.
Raw was fucking phenomenal.
You loved it.
Yup, I loved it.
You loved it.
Raw this was the first Raw in months where I was like, wow, I could watch this again. I could rewatch it. I could replay it, and I wouldn't turn away.
When was the last time you ever said that shit?
2008.
Wow.
I wouldn't rewatch the whole thing from beginning to end, but I'll go back and rewatch great parts. Like, it was so good to me from the past couple of weeks. It was great. Sorry. Whoops. We start off with Vince McMahon coming out. And
isn't he looking like
he looks like a vegetable, bro?
He looks like the Grim Reaper. It looks like he looks like he's about to fucking kill somebody.
He leaves the limo and the whole lights go dark.
And it's not even that he has like the fucking the cipher that's in his hand and ready to fuck. He's like looking at somebody like it could happen. Your career is over, son.
Yeah, yep.
It takes one thing and it's done.
And that thing was Braun Strowman breaking his limousine because after
you think Braun is cleared?
Yeah, no, he's not. But he lifted a fucking car. He lifted a car. How are you telling me, bro, that he's not clear? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because
he lifted a car.
Maybe it's because WWE wants to get the belt off
Brock. He lifted a car. says fucking what is it?
What?
Hydraulics and fucking special effects.
Here's my prediction, right? They don't want to do Brock and Braun because they want to do Finn and Braun at WrestleMania. They want it to be so Finn wins the belt against Brock at Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Finn comes out to celebrate. Braun Strowman goes, "Fuck you! You took my spot." Braun becomes the big monster heel. Finn becomes the underdog champion. The Daniel Bryan story, and we will see the conclusion by it's either going to be this. It's either going to be Braun and Finn or Drew McIntyre and Finn. It's either going to be those two things, and I'm all for it. When we go to WrestleMania, bro, I'm going to smoosh my pants. So Braun Strowman is pissed off because he's pissed off because Baron Corbin is fucking his shit up. Braun chases Baron Corbin around the arena. Elias, oh my God, I'm sorry, man. I wouldn't care if Elias gets released tomorrow.
Really?
I really am over it, bro. I'm so over it. Like, him as a face is so bad that it's like making me like want to kill myself every time I see him on the screen. And you agree with me on that. It fucking sucks as a face.
No,
He sucks.
I'm not a fan of. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of face.
He awful. He needs to become a heel again now. He sings a song leading Braun to the direction of Baron Corbin, which is the limousine. Braun goes to the limousine and he breaks the limo, not knowing it's Vince's limo.
No, it's not Elias that did that.
No, Elias told Braun where Baron Corbin was hiding.
Oh, right, yeah.
So Braun goes over to the limousine and breaks.
Right.
Baron goes over to the limousine, breaks the limousine, not knowing. Whoops, it's Vince's. Vince says that he owes him $100,000 for the fucking damages. Which
I believe that, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's a lot of money, bro, for a
door.
door.
The best part was that when he tried to put the door.
Yeah, he tried to put it back. Yeah. That was fucking jokes. Vince goes, "This is gonna cost you $100,000," and Braun goes, "This piece of crap ain't worth $100,000." And Vince goes, "You know what? Your match at the Rumble, it's off."
I thought that they could have done it a better way.
They could have. It's another easy way out of Braun getting fucked over.
Yeah, they could have. But is he cleared? I don't think he's cleared.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
No, he just had surgery. What, 3-4 weeks ago? Come on, let's be real. Like,
on the elbow.
Yeah, he's not cleared yet.
I don't think he's cleared.
But also, so then we had Vince McMahon making an announcement that later on. Actually, no, that will go on later on. Hold on. So let's go over Raw, shall we? Oh, sorry, my voice is fucking me over here. Sorry, everyone. So on Raw we had. I'm getting my notes. Sorry. So yeah, Braun Strowman is no longer in the Royal Rumble match. Vince McMahon is pissed off, which he didn't even sound pissed off. But hey, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the Vince you knew.
Yeah, that's not the Vince I like, man. If you're gonna half-ass it, go home, bro.
Grim Reaper.
Yeah, if you're gonna half-ass it, go home, bro. It's already dark. Holy shit. I remember it was morning. Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax and Tamina. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I fell asleep during this match. If this is what the if this is what the Women's Tag Team Championship matches are gonna look like, I'm kind of Banks got kind of a heel turn though. Not a heel turn, but she was being a dick to gain feud infraction with Ronda, saying that basically saying that she overcame the disadvantage by herself and that she's gonna kick her ass at Royal Rumble. Ronda was going, "Why?"
I hate this bullshit where it's the misconception of what somebody said, where you're doing a promo and Ronda's like, "Oh, you're the best competitor I can see these days," and he's like, "Whoa, what are you trying to say?" I hate that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only way that they find a rivalry.
Yep.
Between two and so it's almost like a catty kind of bullshit. And this is why I like the SmackDown shit.
SmackDown's so much better, man.
Because when it comes to like Becky and her way she does it, Becky's like, you can say what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
I'm a G. I know what I'm up to.
I know what
I'm
doing. I'm against. I know what I'm doing. You ain't got to say shit.
So that was their.
I'm gonna say it before you say it.
Yeah, right. So that was their traction with Ronda and Sasha.
And I think maybe, if you don't want to do it with Ronda, you should do it out of Sasha or anybody who faces her.
That's true.
Except with this Ronda, like, no, I didn't. And Ronda's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I didn't mean to say
Ron should
it
be
that
the
way.
badass. That goes,
Yeah,
I don't give a
exactly.
fuck what you saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a confusing segment, to say the least. Lucha House Party versus The Revival. I'm not talking about that. Next. I'm not. I'm seriously not. I'm over it. I'll explain that in Wrestling Rundown. Also, then Vince McMahon comes out and addresses the Universal Championship match at Royal Rumble. And before he can even speak a word, John Cena comes out saying that, touting the years of service of the company he's done, his history of not letting down the owner, which is Vince, and says, Vince, give me one more chance. While he does that, Drew McIntyre comes out telling McMahon he is ruthless aggression, because John Cena told Vince McMahon that he is ruthless aggression right now. And Drew McIntyre goes, nope, I'm ruthless aggression, which I 100% agree. Drew McIntyre is my man. After Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin comes out. Next. After Baron Corbin comes out, Finn Balor comes out, which everyone popped to. Finn Balor was amazing this week on Raw, saying that he has one thing that no one else could say in that ring, that he is a former Universal Champion. Vince McMahon, as every other underdog story, doubts him. Oh, nah. My fault. McMahon doubts the underdog again, claiming that he did not have the beef to go to war with the likes of Corbin, Cena, McIntyre, or even Brock Lesnar for that matter. The segment ended with McIntyre laying out Cena and Balor, and Corbin escaping. And after that, Vince McMahon announced a fatal 4-way for the main event. Great segment. I got goosebumps in that segment, yo. The fact that we had Drew McIntyre do the Claymores and stare Vince right in the eyes and be like, yo, give me the belt. I'm the man. Drew McIntyre closing it out and going, yo, give me that fucking belt, Vince. I'm the man who should be doing this shit. You know me and Drew.
I'm waiting.
Mark out moment for me. I almost lost my shit.
I'm waiting for the story in which that fucking Drew comes back to Vince on TV and says, remember when you called me out?
And called me the chosen one?
Remember when you said I was the chosen one? Well, I think that you need to bank on me, sir.
Yeah.
I think that he needs to do
he does
that.
need it'll happen.
I think that needs to come back.
It'll happen.
Put that money on Drew McIntyre, sir.
Yeah, I agree.
And it helps the story mode. And now, which will lead me to what was the fucking motivation with we'll get to the SmackDown shit. But that's my whole thought process.
All right.
Next up,
Natalya and Bayley versus the Riot Squad with the debut of Nikki Cross. Now, I want to preface this to all WWE fans out here. Just because you are seeing these new up-and-coming people on the shows do not mean they are assigned to that show. WWE announced this week that we will be seeing these faces on both Raw and SmackDown, basically to test out the waters, and wherever they seem fit, that Vince will put them in.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I like. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling people for the longest. Like, oh, such and such is gonna be on the show. I was like, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
And
Test it out.
I like the way that works.
I like how they're testing it out. Bayley, Natalya, and Nikki Cross did beat the Riot Squad. Cool match. Nikki Cross was the highlight, of course.
I love Nikki, man.
I know, that's your boo. She's married to Killian Day now.
Hope for
play, Nikki, play.
Hope for all big backs out there.
Yeah, all overall big backs out there. Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal. If Jinder Mahal won, he took his place in the Fatal 4-Way. Finn Balor obviously won. Next, we had...
Which I like the way that was the build-up for that.
It was cool. I like that you're adding
Jinder
in the mix.
It keeps Jinder in the mix. Yeah, I like
that. Triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship as we had Ambrose versus Rollins versus Lashley and your new Intercontinental Champion, Black Power, ladies and gentlemen.
February's coming, which is Black History Month.
And my birthday, and I support Black History Month.
Blacksley. We know what it is.
Your new Intercontinental Champion, which me and Red both agreed we are fucking hyped for.
I
Bobby
love that.
Lashley. It was the shocking moment of the night. It was a moment that I didn't see coming. And that's what Raw needs to do. Keep us on our toes. Yeah. They need to keep us on our toes.
If you don't give us a TV title, make the Intercontinental belt the TV title.
Yes. Yeah. Bobby Lashley is going to have a nice little run with this IC belt, I feel.
It should be.
And don't make it
do you think that Dean and Seth are going to get back together?
No.
You know
what's going to happen? I think they might move Dean to SmackDown.
Oh God, praise it. I hope so.
They might move him to SmackDown again and be the big heel over there.
I hope so.
Because Dean needs to. He's good. He just something's off. I don't know what it is. They're not giving him that much love right now. Up next on Raw, we had a moment of bliss where we saw Alexa Bliss topless in a segment that was so Trish Stratus of people. But Alexa Bliss said that she would do it because it was a homage to Trish Stratus's old segments with her being topless and stuff like that.
My dick ain't get hard.
Vince is trying to be.
My dick ain't get hard. Who cares?
Alexa's hot. Alexa's so hot.
You got the young kids who was like,
yeah, no, that's OD.
That's cool.
That's OD.
To me, it was like whatever.
Yeah, all you showed was her back. You didn't see anything else.
You didn't see shit.
Alexa's hot.
It ain't like back in the days when you saw side boob. And
right. You saw the tits were out, but they had the tape on.
Yeah,
them.
Exactly.
That's cool. I'm fapping this tonight.
Exactly.
Alexa Bliss then comes out and announces that at Elimination Chamber, it will be a cross-branded title. The women's tag team titles are going to be cross-branded, and they're going to be decided inside of Elimination Chamber with 3 or 2 teams from each brand. I'm cool with that. 4 teams from each brand, actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Iconics need to win. That's it.
Yeah.
The Iconics need to win. Imagine them fucking with that belt. That's a high love, right? That's good.
I love
right
them.
I love the Iconics.
I love them. I'm at my fucking wits when I see these bras come out.
What is your opinion on the look of the women's tag team belts?
I like them.
They're cool, right?
I like the way they look.
And then Paul Heyman comes out basically saying that, the whole thing with Brock, and then the weirdest thing of the night happens where Heavy Machinery comes out and Otis from Heavy Machinery starts like fantasizing about Alexa Bliss or something.
It's just trying to fit it. They're just trying to like find a gimmick for them. It's all right.
Yikes! It's whatever.
I'm not.
Tucker Knight then dragged him in the back, saying that, stop being a creep, whatever. And Alexa Bliss was whatever. Finally, we had the Fatal 4-Way to determine the number 1 contender for the Universal Championship match at Royal Rumble. And
this is the build-up that you want.
This is the build-up I want. This is what I want. I'm sorry, but everyone says online, I'm sick and tired of John Cena shaking hands with the up and coming. I'm like, no,
stupid.
That's how it should be.
It should be that way.
It should be that way.
Oh, by the way, don't watch New Japan then.
Yeah, right. It's called putting the young and up and coming over.
Yeah. Stop being a fucking asshole.
People are like, yo, John Cena shakes hands with everyone. I'm like,
no, he really doesn't.
I'm like, he shakes hands with the people who are
fucking
wants to, and he fucks when he deserves.
And you know what? There should be. You know what we need to look for next episode? We need to find a list of individuals that he shook hands with,
right,
and gave the over to. Okay. We need to find that out.
Bullshit. People are going off on that.
That's
shit.
Your homework for next week.
Okay, they're saying John Cena with the fucking handshakes. I'm like, yo, that's how it should be.
That's your homework.
He's like, I heard the same speech with John Cena.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I know. People are being annoyed.
Yeah.
But Finn Balor is the new number 1 contender for the Universal Belt, and we have predictions next week, and Red might have a shocker here.
Yeah.
Finn might win.
Yeah.
Finn might win.
I have more.
And you have more predictions.
Yeah, I have more.
I can't wait for our Royal Rumble. These are my favorite predictions of the year.
I can't wait because I'm calling out of work next week.
And we're watching.
We're having a party over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a party.
A party with cocks. Wait, what? Who said that? John Cena then shakes Finn Balor's hand and says, this is the man right here that I believe in you. Everyone you said earlier, the crowd believes in you. You have one more in me. Great moment to end Raw. Finn Balor, thank you. They need to listen because they have competition rising up. Finn Balor is given the number 1 opportunity. He will face Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. What are your thoughts on Raw this week?
Like you said, I thought it was really good. It was one of those that I could have argued and said, it's one of those things that it's typical, but it wasn't. I really did enjoy it. Especially
I enjoyed
with the Bobby Lashley win, the Finn Balor gauntlet kind of thing that he went through.
Everything was cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll give Raw 3 points.
The only thing I say is that so cringeworthy with that fucking Ronda Rousey and fucking
that was cringe. That was the only negative of the show for me.
But other than that, it was cool.
SmackDown Live review is we had a great momentum builder for Asuka and Becky Lynch, but I have one thing to say, and I'm going to say it right now. Vince McMahon needs to take back what he said about why he didn't give Cesaro the brass ring. And I'm fucking.
If they give
Asuka the belt and she can't speak a word of English.
It took me a minute to understand what she was saying.
I didn't understand.
But she speaks English.
So why is she hiding it?
I can't
know. Understand
she
you.
Speaks English.
I can't understand her.
You can look it up on YouTube. She speaks English. So
she should have a fucking translator. Oh no.
Yo!
Yeah,
no!
That's crazy. Cesaro's like this. Yo, what's going on, guys? I can't speak English.
Yeah, exactly.
He speaks perfect English. Remember the whole thing with the Stone Cold podcast? He goes, yeah, Cesaro doesn't have that. He doesn't have a good connection with the audience because of his language and like his accent.
And that was his just excuse to say that.
I don't trust Cesaro.
Yeah, it's like,
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Fuck Cesaro. Becky Lynch comes out after eating a steak shake that Heavy Machinery and the New Day made, which
didn't have pancakes in it.
Had pancakes, eggs, steak, yams, dick. Like it had everything in that shake. And she drank it. She was like, it's a little bit off.
You would have drank that shit?
For how much?
Exactly.
For how much?
She looked like she drank it for nothing.
She drank it for
for her contract?
Yeah. She drank it for going to work that day.
Yeah.
How much am I getting paid to drink that shake?
I would have drank that shit.
For free?
Yeah. If you put me
You're
on TV,
a clown.
If it would have been like promotion for Turnbuckle Tabloid,
okay.
I'd have drank that shit.
Okay, me too.
That's
See,
easy.
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, for Turnbuckle Tabloid, I'd have definitely did that shit.
With the dick inside the shake.
What?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Oh.
So after the whole thing with Asuka and Becky Lynch going off, guess who comes out? The Iconics.
Oh.
And they are truly hilarious. I love them.
I love them.
Peyton Royce looks so fucking hot, though. You can't tell me Peyton Royce is hot? You're bugging, bro. She's
both
good
not
to
hot.
Billie Kay's not hot. Peyton is hot.
I don't think either one of those hot.
So Becky Lynch defeats Peyton, and then Asuka defeats Billie Kay, of course, getting a fucking build up with them two being like, we number one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool moment. Asuka and Becky's gonna be a good match. Ronda Rousey's gonna interfere in that shit mad quick though.
Definitely.
Okay, so we have a name change on SmackDown as Andrade Cien Almas is now just known as
Andrade.
Andrade.
Which I think is stupid, but that's right.
It is stupid, but you know.
But just call him.
He'll get it back like.
But just call him Andres Almas. Or
Andrade Almas.
Oh, just call him Cien Almas.
Oh, right.
Nobody's gonna sit there and go Andres. Call him Cien Almas.
Vince is not a fan of long names anymore.
Just call him Cien Almas. 100 Almas. That's better. That's stupid. Whatever.
I thought that match was gonna be main event.
That match was fucking great.
Yep.
I'm going to put that as an
match of the year candidate.
Well,
definitely. You might need to hold that off because next week we're getting officially a 2 out of 3 falls match between the two folks now.
Okay, but still, I think that is
top of the list
and phenomenal. Thank you to Ray
for really putting Andrade over.
Exactly,
man.
He's a company guy and he's a fucking wrestling.
My
guy.
one gripe. Should have saved it for Mania, damn it. But hey, it could still be saved for Mania.
Oh, save it for Rumble.
Save it for Rumble, damn it. Like, I understand you need views on SmackDown, but like, damn it, man. That would have been a great WrestleMania match.
And fucking showed people up.
Andrade did beat Mysterio after the Mexican Destroyer was used again, flying everywhere. There was pigs flying.
The Mexican
Destroyer. Also at SmackDown, that move where Rey Mysterio when Andrade caught Rey Mysterio outside and then changed it to a powerbomb. That shit was fire though. Listen, I have no words to describe that match.
But that's luchador shit. I'm glad that they able. If WWE sits there and go, we can do what WCW did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is your mic fucked up?
It's I hear it. It's all right.
Andrade Almas is incredible. Rey Mysterio is incredible.
Yeah.
We were talking about Chris Jericho stuff about the cruiserweights in WCW.
Yeah.
They're bringing it back.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we had AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan had a brawl among the fans with the whole food thing. AJ's like going, of course, the Southern man he is. Eat all the hot dogs you want.
He should have stuffed it in his face.
Who, hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Should have made him eat it.
Mm-hmm. I would have made him fucking shove one of the shirts down his throat.
Yeah, should have made him eat that shit.
Great brawl between the two. I'm looking forward to their match as Daniel Bryan's character is becoming amazing. Samoa Joe beats the shit out of Mustafa Ali, basically build up for the Royal Rumble.
I like that talk.
That is a good feud. I guess they canned him and Jeff Hardy.
We just have Samoa win something.
Yeah, I know. Where's his belt, bro? Samoa Joe was also was shown preparing for backstage, but then EC3 was spotted looking at himself in the mirror.
That means nothing.
Cool moment though.
I mean,
Jimmy Uso meets Mandy Rose in the hotel room, and they had a skank fest.
You know what's crazy is that everybody was sitting there and go, yo, Jay should have took the ticket.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? They can't do it because that's rape.
What do you mean?
If Jay would have went and acted like Jimmy,
right,
and he would have piped, it'd have been rape. It'd have been considered rape.
What it?
Yeah. You can't. You look it up. You can't.
A rape on Mandy?
Yeah, rape. Randy would have considered it rape because she just said, "I didn't want him. I wanted the other brother."
Well, she didn't want to fuck it also.
But everybody's going, "Yo, she looked mad hot." I'm like, "Dog, she wears the same fucking
that's what I'm
outfit."
Saying. The only difference is it wasn't gold; it was black.
It was black, and she wore the same. It's not like when Trish did it.
Yeah,
when it was like ass cheeks out and all that shit.
Her shit was not fire. Bro.
Yeah, it was like she wore the same shit that she wore all the time. There's nothing.
And then
different.
Here's another gripe I have with that segment. Mandy's trying to blackmail you. You have a camera in there already for. I have a question for you, man, real quick. In WWE world, are the cameras like invisible or non-existent in segments? Because she's going, I blackmailed you while the camera's staring at them in the eye. It's like, oh, hey there, TV.
No, if they did the black and white camera,
that would have worked better.
The hotel room
much
camera,
better.
It'd work. But nah, it should have been a thing to where Jay went and he fucking fronted.
Yeah.
And then she ran up with her husband. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, you thought you had my husband? And whatever. And then she wild, which by the way, the whole ratchet shit is cool.
It is cool.
But
I'm cool with it.
My storytelling is better though.
WWE is getting edgier, I guess.
My storytelling is way better.
Of course it is.
Right.
You would have a 40 in there. You would have had the whole 9 yards. Suck my blicky. Then we had The Miz hosting the best birthday bash as The Miz had 2 cakes, which I'm surprised didn't get broken. Miz show reference. Gave Shane McMahon a nice pair of J's, and it seems like they're clicking until the Bar come out and talk shit. Basically, and then Shane McMahon says, you know what, Miz? Fight him right now. And The Miz was in complete suit attire. He was like, I'm not ready to fight. And Shane was like, was I ready? And was I in attire for the Greatest Royal Rumble? Nope. Fight him. So Miz and Sheamus had a match. It was cool. The only thing I'm bothered by is like they're really gonna make Shane and Miz win this shit, are they?
Yeah, I think so. It's coming.
It's coming. Like
you'll give it to them, but not anybody worthy of it. Ugh,
yep. So then that was SmackDown, and it was cool. Rey Mysterio and Almas was the main highlight of SmackDown for me. What about you?
That would be it. Definitely.
Yep, definitely. So
let's get to Wrestling Rundown.
Yep.
Clock ticking, so we gotta run it down.
We'll be quick. Fire sale.
We had a long episode this week, man.
Yeah, it's a big ass episode,
and without interviews.
Yeah, well interviews usually cop an hour, so
yes. So what we got?
All right, let's get started. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, the first piece of news we have here is that Trevor Lee officially says farewell to PWG as he prepares to officially sign with WWE. Do you see success in Trevor Lee in the big leagues?
I don't see success with a lot of wrestlers right now in any promotion right now.
Right?
I really don't. It's going to be tough.
It's gonna be tough being in the spotlight right now, man.
Especially now with a lot of
competition rising up.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be tough. But Trevor Lee is a good talent, though.
He is a good talent.
205 Live.
If they keep him, like in his gimmick and that character,
205 Live would be money though with him.
You know what I would like? I would like to actually see him align with the Wyatts or something like that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, he has the look.
Him and Bray.
Yeah, he has a
Bray's new little guy.
Yeah, so I can see that.
So Trevor Lee has officially signed with WWE, and I wish him the best. I know you wanted to talk about it this week. You hyped it up on Facebook. The Revival announced. Well, it was announced that the Revival requested their release from WWE. No, I'm not talking about Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis on this show because Maria went on Instagram and said that's bullshit. That they didn't. It seems like the Revival, it did indeed request a release, but WWE could hold their contracts forever. But Red, you talk about this because you were telling people in the comments you were not pleased. You were waiting for this is your moment to speak about it because I know you had your feelings about it.
I don't want to. I'm not going to take too long on it because it doesn't really need to be. But
next week we'll do coming up a promo on the whole moving of the people.
Yeah.
And all
but
that stuff.
I think when it comes to this is that this is just a marketing tool, something that either management or the revival themselves are using as a bargaining tool to possibly do something with them.
Right.
I really am upset with WWE because this was your
fault.
This was your project.
Yeah.
This was your project.
It was
the
homegrown.
revival was your tag team.
And yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you gave teams like the Authors of Pain,
right?
These green as goose shit motherfuckers, which you don't see them anymore for this past couple of weeks.
Haven't seen them in months.
You brought up this Lucha Party shit. Like, who cares? Nobody cares about that shit.
Your genie in a bottle tag team you had,
right?
Homegrown, made waves. They were old school. They had everything to become.
They should have never been in Raw anyway.
No,
I would have thought if you were gonna bring them up, they should have been in SmackDown anyway. But left them in NXT because there's so much that they could have done in there as well.
The recent report is that the Revival actually also did request to go back to NXT.
Yeah,
if they didn't go, because they're pissed off and they have every right to be. Did you not see the fucking the clusterfuck match they were in this week?
Yeah,
they were in a match while interviews were going on the top screen. They don't deserve this, bro. Like, it's pissing me off.
And these are guys who they've boosted up to be an old school kind of wrestling team.
Yeah, and that made waves on the Elite, all that stuff. Yeah, all eyes are turned to them, and you fucking can't give them the belts, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. That's why I'm
not even giving them the belts, giving them the respect.
There's no respect for them. Yeah. And this is why I am so fully with them wherever they go.
It's like, where did they get heat from?
Nowhere.
I mean, listen.
Vince doesn't like tag team wrestling.
You gave the B team fucking a push.
Because of their gimmick.
You give fucking the Lucha fucking party. Like, you only did it because the Lucha Brothers are so big and another prospect. The Revival is supposed to be that team. And this is the team that you homegrown.
Yeah.
And that's
why
this is the shit that pisses me off about it. This is the real thing.
Next week.
And if they lose them, you know what? I don't want to hear
anywhere.
And I don't want to hear later on is like, oh, well, we let them go so they can grow. No. They gave you best promos. Yeah. They gave you fucking best ring work. They gave you the fucking
team chemistry on top of the order.
The back. Come on, man. This is
we'll discuss this more during Wrestling Rundown next week.
It's me, Austin. It's me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin.
Next. Take your time. What? You know what? Let me play the music since you're looking for it.
No, I have it, but I don't know if it's like how much time we got.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We go.
All right. Well, I just wanted to. I don't know if whatever. I don't know. Kurt Angle's niece was abducted this week.
Yeah,
and
she was found.
But then Kurt Angle was doing live events in San Antonio last night, like 2 nights ago. Like, I don't understand. Like,
he made his event. So the thing that's bugged out.
He made his rent.
What the fuck is she? She's Puerto Rican or black?
I think she's Boricua, bro.
She's something. Because I'm like,
yeah.
But how are they related? I want to look into how they were related.
Didn't he pipe Booker T's girl at a time or something?
But no, his niece. Like, that means that's his brother's kid. Or
yeah, we need to look that up.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
But it is sad.
unless his sister fucked a black or Spanish.
What?
I don't know. I was more interested in it, and she's cute.
She is cute. 16. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. She was 16. I thought she was 18. Sorry.
Oh,
she's not adorable. She's not legal.
She's adorable.
She's adorable.
Thankfully, she has been found, and the guy
no hair.
What?
What?
That's
and this is not
crazy.
The first time because he did it. He tried to do it last year and try to adopt her last year.
Oh, that's a no go, bro.
Yeah, this is not the first time.
Yep. All right. So, thankfully, she has returned.
We the people.
Well, the rumor is right now that Goldust is leaving to become a producer in AEW. I'm talking about this because we had a whole conversation about it. And this is the last thing of Wrestling Rundown because nothing else I'm seeing. People are saying, you said Goldust should stay in the back. People are saying Goldust should wrestle.
Why?
What are your thoughts on Goldust going to AEW? It's a perfect fit, right?
He should be a producer and he should be a guy who knows the bookings because there was talks about, I don't know what the fuck, if it's real or not, that they were talking about Cody and the Young Bucks have said that there's not gonna be any bookers or any story writers that wrestlers are gonna tell their own story. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a good fucking recipe for anybody to make success, because
it's gonna be WCW 2001 all over again.
Exactly. And everybody goes, oh no, it's different because no, it's not different. It's the same shit. You need some kind of group to wrangle it. Should you have 30 motherfuckers wrangle your stories? No. But should you have a core to wrangle it? Yeah, at least 4, 5, 6 individuals that could wrangle your roster to tell stories. Yeah, definitely.
What the fuck? I just hurt my tooth. The main thing with that is, with no writers comes people fighting for their big crescendo.
Yeah.
Homework Mike said it on Facebook. Give him love, whatever. He said that, well, if there's no writers, we'll see Cody for making himself his own champ.
Yeah. And by the way, there was also talks about possibly having win-loss records for rankings.
I fucks with that.
Beautiful. Love it. Been saying it for years.
Big fan of it. Yeah.
Love it.
Make the standings. Make like the 8 seeds, the type shit. Make like standings, like rankings, like
WWE did on SmackDown. They did rankings for like a month, and it was like it went away. Why?
Yeah, I know.
Why?
It was working really well. So I'm a fan of it. All Elite Wrestling. My advice to you is to please get writers, get people to hold down the fort and not make it a biased fight for the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? It's important to me. I need writers on that show.
Anything else?
No, that's it. And I'm tapping out tonight, guys. It's fucking been like, we've been recording for over 6 hours.
Rest.
Definitely. This was a production.
6 hours of recording.
All right, guys. Make sure you check us out on all social media outlets. Look out for Turnbuckle Tabloid on liking the group pages on. You already know all the social media outlets. We're available, and as well as on all the podcasts as well. And check us out on ragebooks.net. And it was a long fucking day.
Yep.
It was a long day. Good looking out, man. We had a good one, man.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
And I hope I hope that everybody listens to this shit.
Yo, I'm sharing this shit out the ass.
Yeah, this is an amazing night. And I am Mr. Ear to the Mat, Jay Santee.
And I am the king of jerk style.
Ooh, saucy.
Yep.
All right, individuals. We out of here. Take a bump. Check you guys later. Extra. Read all about it. Take a gander at Turnbuckle Tabloid.
5,